Hello, my lovelies. Today is the 20th of January 2025, and the numbers, the numerology of the day adds up to 3. Now, 3 is a number associated with celebration. It's the joy of living and expression, how we express ourselves with joy. And we can work the energies negatively as well as positively. So if you work the 3 energy negatively, there's a lack of joy and an inability to enjoy life. So as the energy expresses itself today, there can be a great divide. So some people really joyful and other people not so, as you can imagine. So Master Sirius would like to share another galactic insights and some information with you. And we've shuffled the cards. We'll ask him to blow on them. Blow on them, please. Thank you. Lovely. We'll cut them into 3. And we see what mystical messages would like to come through. If you haven't seen this painting before, I just did it recently. This is another member of my galactic family. And because there's quite a bit in the news about our galactic friends coming to visit, this one showed up saying that he's not a child. He looks like a child, but he's not a child. He's very, very ancient. And so if there are any fears about aliens or extraterrestrials, meaning not from Earth, do show up, then this should dispel any major fears, as it is a softer energy about it. 4, 5, 6, 7. So also with regards to seeing our galactic friends and family, my sense of this is it is more to do with your level of vibration of consciousness rather than just seeing anything with our just our human eyes, because there are so many things that are invisible to us as humans, not within our visual range. Cats, very different. They see us initially just as energy, whereas dogs will use their noses to distinguish who is who, so from smell, whereas cats will see an energy about us. So sometimes when you see your pet staring into, allegedly staring into space, they're actually seeing the energy of something or a being that we, with our human consciousness, are unable to see. When we raise our consciousness through meditation, through stillness, through setting an intention, that's when you may start to see or feel other worldly things showing up. So I know that I've sometimes felt like a feathery touch on my cheek or on the top of my head. So let's look at these here cards. We have 9 of Swords, Hierophant, Ace of Wands, Judgment, 6 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords in the background. So this is the situation around the energies of today. 9 of Swords, goodness me. So 9s we know are endings. Saturday was a 9 day. So as I say, today is a 3 day. And this may be some people's sense of, oh my goodness, the world is coming to an end. What are we going to do? But because it's an ending, there are an awful lot of people feeling a great relief, a great sense of, at last, something positive can be done. we look at the energy of the Hierophant, and this is Chiron, who was the wounded healer. So he was a centaur, half horse, half human or god, and he was struck on the rump by an arrow which Perseus had used to take the head of Medusa, the Gorgon. But because he was part god, he couldn't die. So he suffered this wound for most of his life. So the energy of the Hierophant here is how the wounds that mankind has received over the millennia of being lied to and deceived and manipulated and controlled, when these things come to light, it could be very painful on an emotional level and even physically for some. So because he is a healer, the energy of him is about healing, there's an awful lot of help coming from otherworldly beings to assist us to break out of this matrix of control, and therefore to take a stance in a very different way. The Ace of Wands, this is great because this is really a fabulous new beginning. Aces are always new beginnings. Here we have Zeus or Jupiter standing atop Mount Olympus. He's holding a huge wand. He's holding the earth, Mother Earth, in the other hand, and draped over his shoulder is the golden fleece. So, as you may have heard me say in previous videos, the fleece had the ability to bring people back to life. It was a magical creature. And so if we've just been existing for millennia, just a day in, day out, plod, 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 and under the control of others, that energy is changing because we are about to feel like we are coming alive. This is also Aries energy, so the ram. So we're not far away from springtime, Aries, and that's also the real new year. And the reason why it's called April Fool's Day was that Pope Gregory changed the calendar so that it used to be the new year was the 1st of April, but he changed it to the 1st of January. And people that still celebrated the 1st of April were called fools. In the past, we have the Eight of Swords. So this is good because it's in the past, because this is a deliberation. It follows on 8 to the 9 of being caught up by your own mind machinations of how you can talk yourself into something, believe it in your bones, only to find that none of it is true. We have Apollo stood next to Orestes here, and he's saying, you have to make up your mind. If you continue to allow your mind and your ego to dominate, then your life is going to be pretty difficult, pretty hard. And because Apollo is the sun god, he can shine a light on a situation. But Orestes, being a human, he couldn't work out what was the best thing for him to do. So, as this is in the past, this is good because decisions, as we move into the 9, are being made, even though these are the 3 Furies in the background with very, very sharp swords, which are harsh words, which are angry, which are designed to distract you, make you look in a completely different direction. I think we need a part 2, my lovely, so if you want to stick with me, we'll see you in a minute.